Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you to all of you for giving us a warm welcome and also the hospitality. Okay, and thank you again to Roshni and Vijay for providing us accommodation for our stay here. It was a wonderful stay here, and also for the food and tea that provided throughout our stay here. Thank you again. Okay, and many people, not only in back in Malaysia but also here, people asked us to send pictures of New Zealand, the places that we will go around. But our mission here to be with Guru. Okay, Guru has been keep telling us that about the Vasika to the cosmic energy, how important the cosmic energy. Probably you can see from my experience. Okay, he said cleansing the cell. What is cleansing the cell? It is almost like what is meditation is. Okay, to put it into a simple word, meditation is to delete our karma. Of course, through meditation, the ultimate goal of meditation is to reach Paramatma, to merge with Paramatma. But how to merge with Paramatma? By cleansing our self. And by cleansing our karmas, through cleansing the cell. Okay, once you cleanse the cell, the DNA change. What they meant by DNA change. Once the baby is born, usually the parents will take the birth date of birth, and also the time. We'll go and see the priest, we'll see the chart. They put the chart and do the reading. Okay, how the child going to be in future. It is all based on our karma, accumulated from the past karma, past life. Okay, and this can be changed by deleting our karma through meditation. Once this done, so it's like we are having a piece of white sheet without any karmas. We are a pure soul. So life going to be beautiful after that. So that was the whole idea of our meditation. It has to be done, whether it's 2 times, 5 times, you can see through my experience. Okay? Okay, what about before that, I met Guru in 2015. And even before that also, I was in a different meditation center, but I couldn't go to the center quite often, so I was doing myself alone. So after, I think about 8 years, I started searching for a Guru to guide me on meditation. That's when I met Guru, and I was telling myself, if you're ever going to say he's God, I wouldn't want to join. I would have put a full stop. I don't want. Because there are so many spiritual leaders out there confusing us. So I didn't want. And if you're ever going to say, I'm going to charge you, I wouldn't want to go also. Because it becomes a business everywhere. So I want some meditation which is even free. Because like Guru always says, it is free. Right? For that, because when it is free, it's free for everybody, whether the rich or the poor get to benefit from this meditation. So another thing, he wants the entire world to be like we live in a piece of heaven. Is that what we are wanted, right? Okay. My experience is simple. I have got a lot of. Sometimes I do not know whether is it because of things has become very easy for me in my work-wise. Especially because I'm a teacher, teaching high school students. I was a teacher. Okay, teaching high school students, not easy to handle, especially the hardcore students. Very difficult. Sometimes I'll be teaching about 7 classes a day, and first few classes usually no problem. It's heaven to teach them. It's very interesting to teach the first 3 classes. From the middle classes to the last class, it's not easy. They're so aggressive. Okay. And towards my late in my career, things become easy. I enjoy going to classes. And many of my staffs amazed with the way I handle my students, and all my students are under my control. So teaching and learning become interesting. So I always feel probably this happened because of the meditation. Okay, next, I'm staying in a busy area. PJ is a very busy area, heavy traffic, not easy to get parking. I never had any problem getting parking in a very busy area. Somehow we happen to get, I think many of you would have experienced the same thing. Somehow we always get our parking. Okay, and okay, another thing I want to say about Guru. When I met Guru, after I get to know Guru for 6 months after starting meditating, let's say about 6 o'clock, usually the classes is about 8 o'clock, and whenever I get ready about 6 o'clock, I start getting the vibration. Very intense vibration. The more closer I get, the intense of the vibration getting stronger. Okay, so it's I cannot say it's a fake one. Okay, that made me go on with this meditation and with Guru. No doubt there was a big break, about 5 years. Guru is here, and we were there. We never failed with our meditation. We keep meditating. I was meditating about 2 times, and then why now 5 times? Also because of my experience, because what I went through. All right. Okay, about my experience. Maybe I'm looking healthy in front, looking healthy sitting in front of you. Actually, I wasn't. In fact, I thought I was very healthy. I retired at the age of 55. I was in teaching line for almost 34 years in service. Okay, so I thought I'm going to retire. I'm going to have a beautiful time. Okay, beautiful retirement. But 6 months after that, I was diagnosed with cancer, uterine cancer. Okay, so that happened. I retired in May. In April 2021, I started having bleeding. Okay, and in fact, at the age of 45, I think I was in menopause, but yet to menopause, because at least twice a year I will have my menstruation. So according to the gynae, if it completely stopped for 12 months, 1 year, then it is menopause. But I was getting it. So when in April 2021, I start bleeding. It's like 2 days one, 2 days one, and it started to increase. The days are increasing, the heaviness of the bleeding started increasing until I couldn't stand. Somewhere in October, I really couldn't stand because it became very uncomfortable, irritating. Then I went to see a gynae. Okay, so in the first meeting with the gynae, they took some samples, tissue samples, and after a few days, they have to send for a test. A few days later, they called me. They said the sample taken wasn't enough, so they asked me to come for the endoscopy again. So that frightened me. So I requested for to be done with anesthesia. So at least I won't know what's happening. So they agreed to that. I went, agreed to that. So other procedures has been done, blood test has taken, X-ray taken. So every result seems to be so good, including my blood test. They said it's like a teenage blood. Very beautiful for this age. They say like teenage blood, very beautiful, and X-ray clean. Kidney is clean. They say very beautiful, very active. No problem with that. My thyroid is good. Everything seems to be clean. All right. So the few days before, the date was fixed on the 8th to be COVID test, 9th to be admitted, and the 10th endoscopy. But after a few days before the date fixed, I was called again. He said there's a gynae wanted to do it, the endoscopy with painkiller, so you don't have to go through anesthesia. So I agreed to that, went for it, and she did a very good job. And the result came on the 8th. The 8th I supposed to go for COVID test. They called me and then they said it is. They said, of course, I was diagnosed with cancer. They said, if you don't mind, come for the surgery to remove my uterus, fallopian tubes, and also ovary on the date fixed for my endoscopy. So usually not all the patients get a short period like that to remove the cancer. Okay, they got to wait for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, to an extreme about 6 months. And because when they told me that, I couldn't make up my mind. I said, can I go for a second opinion? They said, no problem, but you have to wait for the queue. So I said, whatever it is, I better get remove of that. So I agreed to do the surgery on the date fixed for endoscopy. So because it wasn't cancer. So can you see how, like Guru always said, everything will fall accordingly. So it's already arranged for me. And the beautiful thing is, after the surgery, many of the staffs, the nurses, even most used to come and tell me, you have got a very good surgeon, which I didn't. I never back around for a good surgeon. I never back around for a good specialist. Everything like fall into its place. I've got it very good. It's like a beautiful experience there. I don't feel frightened because it was during COVID time. No family members are allowed to be there. So I was all alone, only with the hospital staff until I discharged from the hospital. So after, when they told me about that, on the 8th, I went to see the gynae. They explained to me. 9th, when went back to get admitted, I informed Guru about my surgery. Then he said, don't worry, tomorrow I'll be there. Okay. And the next day during the surgery, the hospital staff asked me to get ready. So the first thing, after I got ready, the first thing I looked at the handphone, a message from Guru. He said, I'm already in you. So this is what he always said, kudu vittu kudu. Okay, his soul traveled into my body, which I don't feel it. But I've got the indication the next day, after the surgery over, the next day, the gynae came to see me. She said, I don't know why your breathing was fluctuating. So probably according to the medical side, the breathing shouldn't be fluctuate during the surgery. But it was fluctuating. My surgery was successful. So that was an indication to me, Guru was there. There's another soul breathing. Okay, so that is an indication. So after the surgery, I called Guru. I told him, and then of course they told me, and during the surgery, of course, they took some lymph nodes outside the uterus to see how far it has spread. Okay, so 8 on my right hand side, 2 on my left hand side. So 8 on my right side, all negative, no cancer, no cancer. On the left hand side, 1 of it cancer. So that's another indication it has spread. So that's why it becomes stage 3. Right? When I told him, he said, there's no such thing. You have no cancer. You're okay. You're fine. Go back for meditation. That's what he said. Go back, do meditation. Enough already. Okay? So, but anyway, I was arguing with him. He said, no, they told me it is already spread. And of course, I was thinking for the further treatment. He said, no. And I told him, anyway, we are going to have a PET scan. He said, all right, do it. Okay, so I went for the scan. The scan result came out to be very clean. Okay, it's very clean. And I told him, and he said, I've already told you what, it's clean. And then that's the moment he said, I've already given you a new cell. So, hospital expert can give you surgery. Of course, they are expertise in doing surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy. Who does the cell replacement? Except for a meditation. So I've got it for free. So here I think within 6 months, I'm already going for the meditation classes. But usually it takes about 2 years for one to get really healed. And today I'm about exactly 2 years. But I'm already here with them going. Yesterday I was going around that Mercer Bay. Okay, I can still walk with him and some of his Vasikatra. And now do you understand why I have come? The cell cleansing. Again, directly. And during that period, Guru always called and talked to me. He said, I'm doing cell cleansing. Okay, here I would like to say about what Guru used to tell me. He used to say in classes long time back, he said, I'm not a healer. Because people come to see him as a healer. They see him as a healer. He said, I'm not a healer. Okay, he's here. He's a messenger with 10 senses, 24 hours connected with Paramatma. He's not a healer. Okay, he's helping us to meditate, to delete our karma, to heal, to replace ourselves by ourselves. Okay, we have to do it ourselves. And when he comes to our help, when you are doing meditation consistently, okay, and you must be doing meditation. It's not going around helping every other people. It's only there to help those who are doing meditation. And being with him, of course we are trying ourselves to meditate, to heal ourselves, but being with him, it's become faster. Okay, and why to meditate more than 5 times a day? Because I used to do twice a day only. Because like all of you, busy accumulating wealth, okay, busy working, and of course I'm teaching, I have to do marking, I have to do project, I have to do programs, really got no time. Okay, even during my meditation I'll be thinking about how to write report, when to submit, my deadlines, like that. Okay, until when I retired, I was about to do 5 times because I'm retired, but it was still too late because I fall sick. I'm already bedridden. Right? So since then, now I think since last year, 2022, I start meditating 5 times a day, and I feel I can feel the intense heat, the vibration, the energy is way different than when I was doing twice. So this is why I say meditating 5 times is very important, and especially for the kids, why they have to meditate as early as possible. So when you reach the age of 40, 50, 60, you will have a beautiful retirement later in your life. Okay. With that, I would say meditation is for our life. Okay. Okay.